Yeah, you're not going to be moving too much. All right, let's see if that works. All right, Ron here. Today we're going to be talking about some setups for Mawashi Giri, or in other words, round kick to the head, or chodan level. So this is something that you can do in sparring, or if you're just doing some practice drills, some strategies that you can work. So when you do actually get into the ring or onto the mat to do some sparring, these are some things that you can work with that might help you in order to land that round kick to the head that everybody likes, that thud sound, that nice pain feeling that you get from being able to kick somebody in the head. And that's what karate is all about, right? I digress. Anyway, this is my partner Bill. Bill's one of my yellow belts. He's going to be my uke for this demonstration, and I'm going to go through a couple different things that you can work on. Now, the first thing to remember in a fight is that you can either hit or you can move. There's only two things you can do. You can hit or you can move. Or you can move and you can hit. Don't try to overcomplicate it by thinking, what am I going to do? I'm going to throw this punch and then that punch, and then I'm going to throw a spinning hook kick, and then I'm going to drive through with a front kick. If you do all of that, you're going to confuse yourself. So just keep it simple. You can hit and you can move. You train the techniques, let your body just perform the techniques. That's why you train them repeatedly, is to create that muscle memory so that when you do get to the ring, you don't have to think about what you're doing. So we have our Mawashi Giri, our round kick. Now we can approach it either from the front leg or from the rear leg. Now, a couple different ways that we can set that up. So, first thing, let's talk about rhythm, as we want to try to deceive our opponent into thinking that they know what our rhythm is going to be. We're going to set that up. So say, for example, just like in dancing, you have that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to set that up with my movement. I'm going to keep a rhythm in my movement so they get used to that particular rhythm. I can be faster or I can be slower, but whatever the rhythm I choose, that's what I want them to key in on, is that particular rhythm. Now, each time I do that rhythm and I feel that beat, I'm going to throw a technique. I'm going to throw a jab. So jab, 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 jab. So I'm throwing it on the 1. Now, I want to keep this same rhythm, so that's what they get used to. 1, 1, 1, 1. Now he thinks he's got my rhythm figured out. That's what he wants. So when I start to throw that 1, is when he's going to react and try to pop me. All right, but now I'm going to switch it up. I throw that 1, 1, 1, 1. But now I'm going to feint. Instead of throwing that 1 out there, feint and make him think that's what I'm coming with, then pop that round kick. 1, 1. Now here I'm keeping my hands down, but that's so that you can actually see what I'm doing here. I wouldn't do this if I were actually in sparring. I'd keep my hands up. Protect my face, protect my ribs, protect my body. Feint. He wants to pop. I'm not going to give it to him. Now I'm making light contact. I hit him on the back of the shoulder. I'm not hitting him in the head, all right? I mean, I don't want to hurt the guy too bad. I mean, he is my partner, so. Right? So yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. Good answer. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Now you can do this on any number of count that you want. You don't always have to go on the 4th. If you want, you can break it up on 1, 2. Be unpredictable. All right? So that's the next thing. Now, another thing that I'm doing here, even though I'm setting up that rhythm, I'm also alternating low, high. So you can set them up. They think you're going to keep coming in low, high. You can alternate it. You can set up to go high and come in low. I can do the same thing with the rear leg. I'm setting it up. Now, what I'm creating here is another concept called dynamics. All right. Dynamics is where you're changing your speed, your timing, your distance, how fast you go, how slow you go. You can be soft and wait for it and then explode. So there's a couple things that you can vary. All right. First, I'm working with the rhythm. I set them up with the rhythm. And then I change high-low. I change where I'm going with the target. So I set them up low, go high. Or I set them up high and go low. Now, you don't always have to set this up with punches. You can throw any technique and it'll still work. Let's say Bill's got his guard up, all right, making it very hard for me. Hit that head, making it very hard. I can't get it. I can't get it. So what I need to do, get this hand out of the way. A couple ways I can do that. I can either come through with a technique or press and kick it out of the way and follow up. Now, that leads 4 different ways that you can score. You can score on your initial attack. You can score on your follow-up. You can score on his initial attack, or you can score on his follow-up. So either way, that's the 4 ways that you can score. There's not really any other ways that you can score than that, because one of those things is going to happen, right? So now, we've changed the rhythm, we've changed high-low, or we've changed the target, we've changed our dynamic, we've gone soft, and then we exploded. And now we're changing how we score on the attack. Either score with our initial attack, or we score on our follow-up. Or score on his initial attack, or score on his follow-up. Block, block, punch. Good. You actually got that one in. Good job. I might promote you. So there's a couple of things that you can try, or you can change the technique. Again, crescent kick. Get the hand out of the way, get the guard out of the way, press and kick, and follow up. I'm throwing with the rear leg, or I can throw it with the front, crescent kick, get the hand out of the way, and follow up. So that's just a couple ways that you can set up to try to get that illustrious Mawashi Giri to Chodan round kick to the head. Thank you very much.